They showed me the lower half of her back where I saw 2 of the bite marks.
And it wasn't just 2. Morgan Iben's daughter was covered with bite marks, including 3 that broke the skin. It's a nightmare for any parent, especially if you saw those pictures. How would you feel? Shelling out hundreds of dollars per month to make sure their child is safe and cared for while away from their care at daycare.
Iben's care ended with a trip to the doctor and a DHS investigation at Ankeny KinderCare. Our Erin Kiernan shows us what the family went through.
She's like, "What are you doing?"
Morgan Iben may seem pretty laid back at home with her husband Matt and daughter Marley, but when it comes to childcare, she's anything but.
Yeah, so I found out I was pregnant right around 4 weeks. I actually started contacting daycares the next day.
With good reason. Daycares all over the metro have wait lists, some as long as 2 years.
So I did tour quite a few daycares here in Ankeny. We did end up going with KinderCare.
What's your experience been like over the past little over a year?
Yeah, it's been pretty rough. I actually was in tears the very first day we started daycare there with her. It was a hard time dropping her off, obviously, as a first-time mom. Any mom leaving their child at a daycare center.
Morgan says paying $1,400 a month made her think the care would be exceptional. But there were concerns from the beginning. Marley was frequently coming home in wet clothing, her hair matted with spit up.
So basically from the start, we've had some concerns, and they've kind of just led up to the whole past year.
Those things are obviously concerning, but things really escalated recently.
Yep. She's been getting bit at least once every 2 weeks.
Some toddlers bite. Morgan knows this. She's worked in daycares and currently works with kids with behavior issues. She says her biggest frustration was the lack of supervision and reporting.
Sometimes I was finding bite marks on her at night, and she didn't have those the previous morning when I dropped her off, so I would reach out.
She also reached out to the Department of Health and Human Services, which oversees child care centers.
And parents are paying high-end money to have their children in these centers and entrusting this type of care with them, and they're not receiving that.
It got a lot worse, though,
Yes.
very recently.
Yeah, and that's the pictures show all what happened.
8 bite marks on November 30th, 3 that broke the skin.
And we were like, oh my gosh, she has bite marks from her shoulder down to her butt. I was literally in tears. And so we were like, oh my gosh, this is serious. Like, this should not be happening to the children.
Morgan took Marley to urgent care where a doctor examined her and prescribed antibiotics. She also contacted the regional director of KinderCare, the Ankeny Police Department, and DHHS.
So DHS did come out to our house the next day. They took a look at Marley, kind of got some more report, and then told us that they would be doing a more thorough investigation with the center as well.
That investigation started immediately, and I received this response from a spokesperson on December 7th. Hi, Erin. Iowa HHS is aware of the concerns and is currently evaluating the facility for compliance with regulatory standards. Due to privacy laws, we are unable to share more information at this time.
She did claim that they heard Marley cry and then responded once they heard her scream louder. And that kind of really set into me that, like, you heard her crying and then you respond when she gets louder. Even for, like, my daughter's perspective, like, crying out for help and then not getting it. So that's very hard to, like, hear that too.
Do you just keep playing all of this over in your head about what she went through?
Yeah, I would understand 1 to 2 bite marks, but to the point of 8 bite marks, especially she was even, I mentioned, wearing a sweatshirt that day. One of the bite marks went through her diaper. So just that intensity, she would have had to have been screaming out in a lot of pain when it happened.
The DHHS investigation is complete, and these are the major findings. First, the department has placed KinderCare on what's known as a provisional license. That's in place until December of 2024. And KinderCare will have to complete a corrective action plan. It's because investigators state that the center has struggled over the past year with 5 complaints with violations found and 3 different directors. The most recent complaint also led to the discovery that staff providing supervision didn't have complete staff files. What that means is that investigators found that criminal history record checks and pre-employment physical exams had not been completed. Now, as for the allegations of abuse, investigators' reports show the allegations of denial of critical care and failure to provide proper supervision are founded, based on 6 factors, including caretakers failing to provide the type of supervision that a reasonable person would, and that a child was directly harmed or placed at risk of harm. And because of that abuse, the 2 teachers who were responsible for Marley's toddler room at KinderCare have been placed on the abuse registry.
And I guess I really truly wanted to spread awareness to the situation because I didn't want it covered up, because if no one knows about it, I truly think it would have been covered up.
What do you want to see happen now?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing that I would like to see happen now is making sure the kids are getting proper supervision, making sure ratios are maintained. You should be trusting your child care provider and not have to worry about, is my child going to come home with an injury today?
We want to let you know that you can find information about your child care center right here on the Department of Health and Human Services webpage. You want to click Programs. That's going to open up this list. Go down, click Child Care, and then finally, Child Care Quality Rating. That's going to be over here on the right-hand side. Then you simply type in the name of the center you want to research, and you can see all of the compliance reports and complaints. So you know, we are also putting a direct link to all of this on our website, WHO13.com, so it'll be easy for people to find, Janae.
Important information. Erin, what are we hearing? Any response from KinderCare?
They've actually been very responsive. We want to make sure everybody knows that. We're going to put up this full statement so that you can read it. I've been in contact with them for the past almost 2 months. So here's what KinderCare has to say about what happened. Nothing is more important to us than children's safety, and we take all concerns about the quality of our programs and our teachers seriously. When these issues first came to light last month, we quickly followed our investigation protocol, which included partnering with the families involved, completing an internal investigation, as well as working with our state licensing representative to investigate. Now that the investigations are complete, we're working with our licensing representative to create an action plan to ensure we make adjustments to our center to provide the highest quality care for children. Part of that plan is already complete, specifically updating our employee records to ensure all background and health check paperwork is up to date. We're also retraining all of our teachers on key areas, including best practices for childcare and guidance, supervision, and their responsibilities as mandated reporters.
Thank you, Erin. This story continues tomorrow. DHHS Director Kelly Garcia will join us to talk about how daycares are inspected and evaluated. We'll also sit down with Iowa's Women's Foundation President Deanne Cook to talk about Iowa's child care crisis and the lack of affordable child care in Iowa. We'll have all of that tomorrow on the WHO 13 News at 4.